I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta make the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the move.
As we all know by now, the Los Angeles Clippers destroyed the NBA with two shocking moves the other day, one of which was retrieving Paul George from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now the Thunder are in a tough situation, as they are now left with just Russell Westbrook, and now Westbrook has also requested a trade, so it's time to rebuild. I went over my thoughts for OKC in my last video, which you should go check out after this one if you haven't watched it yet, but in that video I went over some trade ideas for the Oklahoma City Thunder involving Russell Westbrook. Overnight, however, more rumors and ideas began to spread about what team should go after Westbrook and his enormous contract, and one of them was the Houston Rockets, and apparently, according to reports, they are seen as one of the favorites to get him. Seeing as Houston is my team, I wanted to give my thoughts on the idea that Russell Westbrook could be joining us, which in my opinion is a very exciting prospect. Don't worry, I'll be staying as unbiased as possible in this video. If you're new to the channel and enjoy the content you see, be sure to subscribe for more NBA analysis videos. But with that being said, let's talk about the potential of Westbrook being traded to the Houston Rockets. Firstly, we need to know what the trade would look like between both clubs. This is what I had in mind. The Rockets receive Russell Westbrook and the Thunder get back Chris Paul, maybe someone young like Trevor Duval, a project like him, as well as some draft picks, 1 or 2. I think this is a pretty good deal for both sides, and I'll go over why it is and why this trade should go down in the near future. Let's talk about OKC's side of things first. OKC get Chris Paul, who's a great veteran player who, whilst overpaid, is a valuable asset on any team. Unfortunately, things just couldn't work out for him in Houston. Him and Harden clearly clashed playstyles, so becoming the main option on a young team works. He'd be a fantastic role model and mentor for young guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who was a brilliant pickup by OKC in the Clippers deal. He can also lead other young guys on the squad, like Terrence Ferguson, and might be the boost Dennis Schroeder needs to become a borderline all-star that he's been projected to be the last couple of years. Also, the pickup of young player Trevor Duval gets them younger, and you can't go wrong with a couple of draft picks. Overall, this deal would be extremely solid for the Thunder. It's going to be very hard to move Westbrook's contract, and I'm sure the Rockets will be willing to take it on to reunite an old duo. Some might say that taking on Paul's contract is bad. It's not worth it, but if the Thunder keep Westbrook, they'd be paying him the same contract, and considering they want to tank, is it that big of a loss? They want to rebuild, and an old Chris Paul will help them speed up the losing more than keeping Westbrook would. How about the Rockets sides of things? How would they benefit? This would be a brilliant trade for the Rockets in my eyes. Westbrook is a huge upgrade over Chris Paul. CP3 doesn't fit in the Rockets' low ISO system. He's old, and Westbrook would actually be a very good fit in the Rockets system. Though both contracts for Russ and Paul are bad ones, Westbrook is younger and fits the timeline of Houston better. Also, Harden and Russ both have built up chemistry already from their stint in Oklahoma, where they made a finals run, so who knows how far they could go together as bona fide stars. The West is wide open right now. There is no super team in the way of the Rockets, so this may be their last chance to make a finals run. The depth on the Rockets isn't great, but you could argue that a starting lineup of Westbrook, Harden, PJ Tucker, Gerald Green and Clint Capella could rival the Lakers or Clippers. I'm not saying the Rockets would be better than them with Russ, but they'd certainly be on a higher level than many other teams in the competition. This team, in my eyes, would outplay the current rosters of Utah, Miami, Golden State, Denver, and even Philly too. Again, the only teams I could say that are definitively better than them are the Lakers, Clippers, and I'll chuck in the Bucks too. I'm not trying to be too biased here. But overall, as a Rockets fan, I would love to see this trade go down. I personally believe it benefits both sides and could make the Rockets title contenders for a few more years. The NBA is wide open right now, and the duo of Westbrook and Harden would just add to the many dynamic duos we see today. So, Daryl Morey, please try and make this happen. But that will conclude the video. What do you guys think about this trade idea? Should the Rockets go after Russell Westbrook? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.